is Molly. She has a naturally calm demeanor just like most horses here at Dream Riders. This year, the gift from Absolute Total Care is a box of Thanksgiving goodies and a turkey. For this year's holiday special, you can take home a kitty just like McMuffin or a dog for only $20. Hurricane Ian is set to make its third landfall tomorrow in the Palmetto State. Make sure to watch local weather outlets and be safe. The horse determined best gait on this board will take home this trophy. Tractors that farmers use cost a lot to fill their tanks. This one in particular takes 55 gallons to fill up and is gone after 12 hours of work. That's right, Josh and Finn. I'm currently live outside of the South Carolina State House, where lawmakers are buzzing about Biden's recommendation to boot Iowa as the decades-long host of the primary presidential election. One of the 5 guardhouses that have an art installation. Let's take a closer look. This will be the case for many businesses tonight. The event lasts from 6 to 10 p.m., but the decorations will be up through Christmas. Reporting live in the Vista, I'm Chloë Mungo, Carolina News. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chloë Mungo. Right now, the South Carolina Public Service Commission is hearing arguments from Dominion Energy officials to potentially raise rates for customers by close to $20 a month.
And our Jackie Librizzi is standing by in Lexington with the latest from the proceedings.
Welcome back to Carolina News. Inflation seems to be a constant theme in 2022, and local businesses are feeling the struggle just as much as consumers. Tensions remain high in the State House this week as the South Carolina House of Representatives and the Senate hold out, locked in a stalemate over stricter abortion restrictions. I don't know about you, Beck, but I'd do a lot of traveling if I won $1 billion.
Yeah, I'd love to be somewhere a lot colder right now or somewhere warmer because it's starting to get a lot colder.
As farmers finished harvest and sending their crops to the market, high diesel prices are making times tough. Diesel prices are averaging above $5 a gallon due to a nationwide shortage of the fuel.
You're not making as much money as you haven't. Your input costs are so much greater with the price of fuel.
Farmers like Kirk Hovis rely on diesel to fuel their tractors and other farm equipment. They can burn thousands of gallons a month. So when there's a pinch at the pump, your food prices go up.
Typically a 50-pound box of California red potatoes last year would run $35, $38 a box. This year, they're around $70 a box.
Farmers use a special kind of diesel called off-road diesel. It's dyed red to set it apart from the kind you might put in your truck, and it's not taxed by the government.
And then this is collard green.
Those tax breaks are hardly helping farmers now. Even off-road diesel prices are averaging $5.02 a gallon, according to AAA. Tractors that farmers use cost a lot to fill their tanks. This one in particular takes 55 gallons to fill up and is gone after 12 hours of work. With current prices, that's about $276 to fill the tank. 1 year ago, it was about $181. That's almost a $100 difference. According to the Energy Information Administration, prices are high and diesel inventories are low due to a number of reasons, including seasonal and agriculture demand, refineries closing, less production due to scheduled maintenance, and the primary reason being the European Union's ban on petroleum imports from Russia due to the war in Ukraine. But whatever the reason, the shortage goes beyond the silos.
Grain and stuff that was produced will have to go up to offset it, and then it'll go to the consumer.
David Kirk's farm uses 2,000 gallons of diesel fuel a week. This puts his monthly expenses above $40,000 in fuel alone. The executive director of the Soy Transportation Coalition, Mike Steenhoek, told me there's light at the end of the tunnel.
That we would run out of diesel fuel only if we weren't importing anymore or we weren't refining anymore here in the United States. Well, both of those do occur. So supplies will be replenished.
But in the meantime, consumers are paying more at the store, and until prices come down, farmers warn there will be an even higher cost to pay.
Running is going to impact everything. You'll eventually see a food shortage.
Reporting in Lancaster, I'm Chloë Mungo, Carolina News. That's right, Josh and Finn. I'm currently live outside of the South Carolina State House, where lawmakers are buzzing about Biden's recommendation to boot Iowa as the decades-long host of the primary presidential election. Representative Marvin Pendarvis says this will be a big win for the Democratic Party and for the state.
To be able to get an infusion of cash, of attention, that's going to allow us to win elections. The reality is, when attention is on South Carolina, it puts us in a position where if we take advantage of it, then we can remain competitive.
Biden's decision to make South Carolina Democrats the first to vote in 2024 comes after years of many Democratic leaders like Pendarvis wanting voting calendars to better reflect the party's deeply diverse base. It would be a major blow to predominantly white Iowa, as the state has led off the Democratic voting calendar since 1976.
If you look at South Carolina, we have either the second or third, as far as African American population as a state across the country. And so we have a pretty significant African American population, which speaks to our diversity.
South Carolina holds special relevance to Biden, as the first in the South primary election led him to victory in 2020. I talked with former CNN White House correspondent Charles Bierbauer, who told me this decision will give Biden a major leg up in the 2024 presidential election if it's approved.
It's a means for President Biden, if he runs for re-election, to get a head start, in effect, to get a jump up on anyone else who might choose to challenge him by campaigning first and foremost in South Carolina, a state that's already been very good to him.
If the Democratic National Committee approves the changes, they will be made by 2024. Reporting live in front of the State House for Carolina News, I'm Chloë Mungo. Dream Riders. It's a group of horseback riders that saddles up every week for practice just like any other group. But this isn't your average group of horseback riders. Dream Riders gives people with physical or mental disabilities like Liz Twitty, who has autism, an opportunity to do what she loves.
We get exercise. Also, the horses are really sweet and fluffy.
Recently, this herd went to an equestrian competition at the Special Olympics and brought home many awards. Liz's division at the competition was walk independent, so she was able to ride alone.
I got first place in that.
The dream for this family-owned program became reality in 1998 when director and instructor Jennifer Stoudemire was in college. Stoudemire took inspiration from her brother, Lou Dyer.
So having a 42-year-old special needs brother who we've grown, it's just the two of us. Life with special needs was very normal for me.
Stoudemire has ridden horses for most of her life and knew the benefits they could provide to people with disabilities because of her brother.
Horses, there's just something so special about them, and they have a sixth sense, and they just tap into a human soul.
This is Molly. She has a naturally calm demeanor just like most horses here at Dream Riders. Scientific evidence shows that spending time with horses like Molly helps those with special needs build confidence, improve social skills, and improve their overall health and well-being. Liz's mom, Laura Twitty, has seen these positive effects in her daughter's life.
I couldn't even describe how much it's helped her. Her confidence and being willing to do scary things or new things. Being out here is transformational.
And for Liz,
And I fell in love with it. Like, I'm obsessed with it.
she's just doing what she loves. Reporting in Lexington, I'm Chloë Mungo, Carolina News.